Hello and welcome to the Roulette Freestyle Remix. Round 1 game, our final round 1 game between 420 and Yannini. The winner of this moves on to play myself in round 2. We're praying that the streams don't shit the bed. That's all we're hoping for. Should we interact with them and make sure they're all like the lowest? God knows anymore. Of course, Bangkok is our first map. I won't go through all the rules. It's just you choose what types you do the kill conditions on, and the players curate the spin. It's pretty standard stuff. You'd think. For that on 420p. There we go. Hope that's all fun. We'll give them a quick refresh as well before our first spin on Bangkok comes. Of course, in Freestyle Remix, we don't know the maps. They're revealed upon the game and when they're needed. Does make for a nice change indeed. I like the change, and I was one of the ones that backed it along with Mika as our spin has come. Let's give one more player the final refresh, and we will have Electrocution as the recording crew for target number 1. And target number 2 will be Consumed Poison as the waiter. I think self-explanatory here what types you're going to go for. Electrocution, you would say Jordan. You still playing on Master from Improv Royale yesterday, which in fun and Pajero ended up winning. Easy peasy spin, indeed. Bonus points if he does it on Master. Yeah, and Consume Poison can, it just makes sense. Will he have will he have instinct? It's like, oh my god, I'm pressing instinct, why is it not working? I mean, it does seem Snell perhaps is the way. And that's what 420 is doing here. Buffering his way through. Yannini, however, often starts the waiter here. I like the difference here. 420 is going to shoot over the door. He's going to use the Snell down onto Jordan. Now this is very good because you can then throw the Snell into the room, into the bathroom next to it, set up the electrocution kill. So as soon as Jordan walks into the puddle, he's dead. It's fantastic. It's a very great electrocution kill. Yannini straight in at the way to start, poisoning it straight away. Is just going to try and get that Ken kill. Down first on the opposite side of the map here, 420. Set up the electrocution kill first. There we see Yannini set up the Consume Poison. 420 throws the snail across the bathroom there. Turns on the sink as well. Staring in for the camera, of course, that's where his first restart came from. Just getting caught and clipped by that. Oh no, sorry. He shot it and got a bit of impact, was scared that Jordan would then before have a soft lockdown. Is now moving around dodging the cameras. As Ken now dies for Yannini at the 110 mark as he swaps into the recording crew. No issues with that whatsoever. Heading up to Jordan now, who he'll be upstairs. A simple seeker will do the trick on him. So look, Yannini definitely in the advantage here. But I mean, 420 not that far behind either. Will have the Jordan kill, but Ken is going to be the limiting factor here for 420. Eating now at this stage where he's at now, it's going to be another 3 minutes before he does that again. So yeah. Definitely has his work cut to do. He can get the waiter in the meantime, but even then, still got a lot of work as Yannini with a briefcase in hand. Approaching Jordan here. We'll put a remote emetic gas device into it. Detonator in hand. We'll detonate it as Jordan dies at the 140 mark. 420 just needs that Ken kill, who's now walking away from the restaurant. Does poison the right dish, of course, due to his cycles. A different plate will be chosen on his second cycle. It's that fourth to the right. So that you have to be very careful there as Yannini shoots on a tap. Doors will shut and he will knock out Jordan. Driving towards the puddle. Yeah, I mean, look, in terms of Bangkok, Ken has a long cycle. In reality, he doesn't in terms of other targets, but especially on a map like this where it's quick, like we see from Yannini, who now the 230 mark is getting that Jordan kill, just has to find an exit. 420 is going to have to hit and hope. He's really have to try and do something here, but it shouldn't be that bad for Yannini, as all he has to do now is out of that trespassing area. Only one body knocked down, but he's behind shut doors that no one walks into. You have to be careful. This one enforcer at the top of the stairs, but gets past and will find. He should just be a simple run to the exits. You have to be careful, of course, with The final boss of Bangkok, them being the cameras, is aware of it and will just wait very shortly for making its way downstairs. We'll go down the pearl carpet to the boat exit, I would imagine. No wrench, so can't go for the tuk-tuk. It's going for the longer exit there before 20, waiting at the basement exit. It does seem to be that Ken will limit him as Yannini is running to the exit here, picking up that right strat with getting Ken first cycle, acknowledging the fact that the recording crew will make that Jordan Cross kill quick in terms that he can get it straight away. Of course, if it was another disguise, I don't think the strat particularly would have changed. I think the outcome would have been the same, because all he would have had to do is just up the kill and then go get a disguise. And yeah, he does exit here and takes a 2-2 lead after the first map of Bangkok. A very solid run there, very solid indeed, you know, and that's what we expected from this game. Two very good players, and he shows us why we think that highly of him. That very good 332 Bangkok right off the bat there, really showing us how good that can shoot poison straight off the bat kill for Ken is, because, you know, arguably one of the trickier targets. You want to deal with him, and if you deal with him in the first minute and 10 in terms of that consume poison kill, then get Jordan up at 2 minutes, wow, you're in for a solid straight run. And yeah, well, Yannini showed that indeed, as we do see the points now come through for him as Ken approaches the food for 420 there. But yeah, I mean, even with photo finish, 420 on new gen console, definitely Yannini's map there. Of course, wasn't picked by neither, as of course they're randomised upon things. So we will see what map 2 is, as Kaneta sends out the score message. 420 exits a minute slower in-game time with Yannini. Partner that with Yannini, use Ryan Nolan first. Yeah, definitely behind that photo finish window there. Yannini will win the first map. Kaneta type in the matchups channel, so we'll see what map 2 is, and it will be Mumbai. I mean, look, it ain't got much better, has it? It really I don't know, it's going to be interesting, of course, with the map. The kill choices. I suspect 420 will try and pick something that will force away from the Skywalk / Brick Start. Whether that be Dancer to try and get, or Fallen Object. But yeah, again, you just pick the other targets. You know, even though you keep going loud SMG elimination or something like that, so, you know, make it nicer. But yeah, it's going to be interesting what the players choose on this map, which of course is Mumbai. 420 still buffering for me a little bit. I'm going to give him another cheaty refresh, because yeah, again, I don't know if that's me or if that's 420. I don't know. Thank God we ain't got any ads yet on the streams. That is actually good. But yeah, both players will be picking their map pick, their one disguise on one kill condition. Of course, Mumbai has 3 targets, but it's the same as the 2-type maps, so you only pick one of each. The third target will be randomly span. So two of the spins will be curated by the players, and one will just be random from the site. Which we'll have to just do a cheeky spin, put the random, set the random mode, and there we go. We'll have a random spin up for grabs, and yellow. It's definitely going to be a very interesting one. I'm excited to see what Mumbai holds. Of course, we've already seen it once. This tournament between Yoshi and Mika, which did involve the Dancer and a quick kill onto Dawood, which Mika utilised. Yoshi going with the electrocution aspect of it instead. Really be interested to see what the players choose for Mumbai. I do see him go onto the menu. Yannini's on the wrong season. Lol, imagine. We'll see what time the spin comes. When it shows up on our overlay link here. Definitely going to be an interesting map, of course. Standard roulette is just that same thing as Star and Skywalk. Going down, isolating the maelstrom. You know, then using the brick light is very straightforward and linear. But perhaps we could see some change with this freestyle thing, you know. or it could actually, even then with the freestyle, increase the odds of it, because sometimes you'll have that Dawood kill forced upon you, which then could stop the strats, although it'd be better to have on the Maelstrom. Therefore, you just change it around and you still stick to that very safe, very simple Skywalk and Brick strat that, well, we saw a lot of ever since its induction, especially with the snail, has made it even quicker. We'll very much look forward to what occurs on it. My bad. I accidentally clicked my mic. Modern world problems, am I right? We'll see when the spinners come in, of course. I'm assuming we're the both players on their Mumbai load screen that they are ready to go. Hopefully, we do see like the loadout of the players so we can try and guess what they're doing. And I apologise for having Yannini's stream in such good quality and not 420s. How do I interact with sources? We'll just leave it. We'll leave it. 420 hovering over the Chul start. I will actually be amazed if we see something with the Chul start. Can I just say? Nope, there we go. The Skywatch strat comes through. T420 bringing in the pistol. A Taunton and a Taser. So Electrocution could be on that list. You know, I'm a massive fan with Mumbai in terms of actually just using the plug socket, a simple bullet distraction. Sorted. You know, that's what it is. You drag him into the puddle, shoot the plug socket, and it's a GG, easy peasy. 420 loads and chills. I hope we see something like this from 420. What I'd do to see a chill start. The spin's coming in 4 minutes. Canetta. You have to make it like 1 or 2 minutes after. It doesn't have to be this long of a break. They get their break when they're picking. Unless it's of course been requested by a player, which I don't think it would have. But let's look. Well, yeah. To be honest, I did that the first time I had in one of these games. I stuck like a 5-minute timer and I said, yeah, fuck yourselves. It's all fine. But I assume that Yannini's picked a poison kill or a 5-wire. Yeah, after picks are in 1 or 2 minutes is perfect. Let's try and guess. Yannini's put a lethal syringe in a 5-wire, indicating that he's picked one of them two. Imagine the scenes if there's both on there. Caster's great film, so much dead air. I'm trying my hardest. I'm trying. Still got 3.5 minutes left. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to talk Ash just slowly and just drag it out. Just drag it through. Yeah, you have to incorporate your own time that you have as well. You know. Oh, I think yeah, 1 or 2 minutes is perfect, and then I would have like a 4-minute break after the pick if it's a decider, just to add pressure. You're sitting there for 4 minutes contemplating what on earth is going to happen on this decider map. Yeah, well, honestly, any other map I'd be happy to talk about for 4 minutes, but when it's Mumbai, that and Doza, I'm like, oh, what can you talk about for 4 minutes? The hill isolation, perhaps, you know, using the flag and getting the Maelstrom up there. I mean, other than that, I mean, well, you could argue the Seeker onto Dawood very early on from the Dancer start. It's all fine, really, isn't it? It is a very simplistic map. I say that as 420. Gets red guns there from the Maelstrom here and the KO onto the Holy Man. Where you see the plugs or can use. You don't have to use the fuse box. It's important to note. Mike, Mike, is Mike the guy that just sits? Is he like the person Dawood has hostage? And who on earth is Guildford Booty Swang? What a goated name. Yeah, my limit goes as far as knowing there's Mike, and there's a contract out there where you have to kill Mike with consumed poison. And like, oh my god, how'd you do that? I was there for like sort of half an hour trying to work out what on earth do I do in this situation. How do I free Mike? How do I get him with consume poison? It's like, what on earth? Mike's the guy died. He's threatening the tower. Guildford Booty Swang is what contract mode is. Really? He's called Guildford Booty Swang in contract mode. Oh, I've really been wilding like recently. That's actually good. But yeah, we see a change up here. 420 with a banana in his inventory. I would love to see how he uses this in his run. If he does, what's that smuggled? This ICA something something. It's got a long name and it's small. So I don't know. We'll find out very shortly. Commendable performance coin. It's a bit boring. Coins, woohoo! Bingo, woo! But yeah, we see Yannini with a SMG. So an SMG elimination, perhaps. An ICA gold baller. Trank and a Snell. 420 with no Snell. This could be interesting here as our spin does arrive. We will have Pistol as the Queen's Guard. Silence SMG elimination as the lead actor. And the Thrown Screwdriver as the barber. If I had to fathom a guess, it would be the Thrown Screwdriver as the barber onto the Maelstrom. The silenced SMG elimination as the lead actor onto Vanya. And the Pistol Queen's Guard onto Dawood. Very straightforward Mumbai, I would imagine. Shouldn't cause them. It is a fancy spin. It is a Mumbai spin, but it is a fancy spin. It is a Skywalk and Brick spin, but it is a Mumbai spin. Yannini loading straight in here. Realising that he wants a pistol instead. He's going to stash his trank in the shoe shop. Of course, just buy the Skywalk Star. Full 20 will knock out the Holy Man and then the Maelstrom. No issues with that whatsoever. Well, I guess next would have to be, you know, do you knock out the lead actor or do you have time to go grab the barber quickly first? The problems we face in the modern world. Yannini has the Holy Man in front of the Maelstrom. Still knock out both anyways, as 420 will actually trank the barber. Knock out his wife with a briefcase, drop down. Of course, there's a screwdriver by where the lead actor is. Just in that general area. 420 moves down into the main barbershop area. Goes back up after not being able to locate anything. So we'll go out that front door area. The lead actor will be stick at the moment, so have to be a bit quick here before the thug turns back around. But might not be his main priority at the moment, as he will just try and find a screwdriver. It is very easy to get lost in this Mumbai slum area, as Yannini does actually have that first kill onto the Maelstrom, which I assume was a screwdriver as the barber, and does get to the lead actor in time before pushing him off, pacifying him and nabbing his clothes. 420 also does get that Maelstrom kill at the moment, picks up a brick, of course, still needs that lead actor to the skies. He would have walked away by now, and it will be, what, another minute and a minute and a half before he can have another opportunity. Yannini will throw a brick into a furnace in the slums. Of course, has his trank, has his snail, so can very easily deal with this here. 420 waits for the lead actor at the moment. Yannini runs past the boathouse. The flag is raised, but of course the Maelstrom's already dead, so it won't spill any issues. Yannini's going to have to be a bit quicker in knocking out these Queen's Guards. Be interesting to see. I mean, it won't make a difference really, because you'll be waiting for Dawood. What kill he does this on? I would fancy him doing the SMG elimination here, just because of the fact that it's easier to get a GRB onto Dawood than it is to Vanya. Of course, with the snail, Dawood can turn around, get panicked. It's very simple in that situation to get a GRB. Vanya will always just keep walking, so I would hope to see him stay in the lead actor disguise at the moment, and that's what he will do. Dropping his tactical bar there. Rima runs ahead, and Yannini will just knock out a bodyguard first, but Rima's run to a pole, highlighting the importance of knocking her out first. As sorry for the choppy streams once more. I do apologise. This is not the time we need a choppy stream. Oh God. Knocks out another one. Knocks out Rima at last, and will get that kill onto Vanya. Will he? She's turning and twisting. He does find the prompts. Staying in the lead actor disguise for the moment, so might actually just go and try and get Dawood before worrying about getting a Queen's Guard disguise. Oh yeah, not knocking out Rima first. It's a death wish. It is a death wish not knocking out Rima first. But fortunately, Yannini survived. Rima had no issues after he knocked out that first bodyguard in the second. As Vanya perhaps was the run killer there, the twisting and turning that she was doing approaching the train tracks. Wow. But yeah, what's he doing here? What is he doing here? Ah, wait, no. I could have seen him done the pistol Queen's Guard kill onto Dawood. No, I missed the Dawood kill, and I can very much see that happening. Oh, he prefers the barge. Okay, okay. That makes sense. It makes sense why he didn't swap into the Queen's Guard then if he had have done that. But I'd like to say he could have done that pistol Queen's Guard kill very simply there. The Maelstrom, of course, with the free Queen's Guard disguise. 420 is paused. Okay, so he did do that Queen's Guard kill then. Okay. I was saying the fact that he did manage to get to the lead at what, that 110 stage and picks up a screwdriver now, yeah, it would suggest that. It would suggest that indeed. Judging by the fact that the Queen's Guard disguise is right there, of course, the free one. Yannini does miss a trank at first, however. Now this is going to be a bit dangerous. Does like that barge ISO, but it's really on a tight walk at the moment. As he can't find a silent attack prompt onto one of the other bodyguards. Does get behind him. This is going to be very dangerous. Will actually do a bit of distraction here to stop Dawood's guard. But as caught the enforcer of the group, will throw the snail nevertheless. Now does have red guns somehow. That I'm intrigued to how he has red guns. Probably the local security being seen, and yeah, everything's going wrong for Yannini here as he will try and knock out that food vendor, but is seen by Dawood. Somehow the thug hasn't seen him yet. Will knock out the other food vendor, but I think the red guns has got to him now as he will immediately restart, realizing that pretty unsalvageable situation. 420. Still going. Should we give him a refresh? It's just in that instance that he's been running. Unfortunately, still paused. I shall check the Discord. Ah, okay. The reason for the long pick phase was the fact that Yannini and 420 managed to double the disguise picks twice in a row. 420 does load back in after Yannini restart. .420. Perhaps my one thing about 420 was he did miss the lead actor timing. He had gone away, so he could have just been looking at a video highlighting how he works in his cycle times. Because he did stand there for a bit as well, a bit thinking about it. So I can very much see that being the issue there, as Yannini will knock out the Maelstrom, goes straight to the barber. Doesn't have a trank to make this easier, but he does have a pistol which he will use. Gets a bit of impact. No compromise, however, so we'll have to wait for his wife to run away, but she doesn't. It is him, but he turns around, and then so does his wife. A frontal kill onto the barber, then an unconscious witness, of course, is a restart there for Yannini, by causing some early issues for both. Once more, 420 does bump the Maelstrom a little bit, lets him separate himself with the Holy Man before knocking them both out. Of course, this alley has amazing noise techniques indeed. As you will see, 420 used the banana very early on there onto the lead actor. That is amazing. How he's done that. You could maybe even partner that up, perhaps with something quick from the Maelstrom, and have that sorted. But unfortunately, he hasn't knocked out the Holy Man, so can't have a disguised buffer with the lead actor at this moment in time. Does throw the screwdriver, but that is a wrong kill for 420. Of course, the lead actor kill is the silence SMG elimination. This is where you want to message him, Canessa. Of course, it's thrown a screwdriver as the barber, not the lead actor. Bit of getting the kills muddled up, very understandable. Restarts to a rip anyways with the barber's wife, mistress, gal, whatever. There's another restart, so it doesn't have to worry just yet about it. As Yannini in the barber does pick up the screwdriver as he waits for the lead actor, will push him down. Has him knocked out. I don't think the thug heard, so shouldn't cause any issues just yet, as Yannini will get the Maelstrom kill. Picks up a brick, looks around a little bit, perhaps scared over the frontal kill. That's not an issue. The thug did hear the lead actor being pushed down, so he does find the body, which Yannini will respond by just knocking him out. Shouldn't be an issue. I don't think anyone does look down here, and if he does, it will be very unlucky. Handle the situation well. So yeah, you need with a brick. Has thrown it into the forge. Hey, Pidgey, I was just taking a moment. Drink some water, which I think I'm allowed to do. So yeah, Yannini once again in the situation with the Maelstrom down. He has gone with that thrown screwdriver kill this time, so won't have the pressure as he did last time in terms of, you know, needing to try and find a screwdriver quickly as he did, and it did cause that would go pretty further than he would have hoped. So this time he can just swap into that Queen's Guard and head over to Darwood, but a side KO onto the Queen's Guard. There is orange body. There's another restart for Yannini as we approach the 12-minute mark in this spin. Yannini's, you know, he's come close twice. Yanni has. The rib's not getting to his head just yet. I think what he's doing is perfectly fine. Don't think there's anything wrong with the strat. He's handling it very well. This 420 does load back in. Of course, Mumbai, I'd have to say, is his most hated map, and there we do see the issue there, as this will be a rip here. Too close of distance there between the Holy Man and the Maelstrom makes the Maelstrom turn around upon knocking out the Holy Man. His screams are then heard all the way down the alleyway, you know, by the metal worker and co, and then therefore the fog's around the corner as well, as 420 just knocks out the Maelstrom here. Moves his way around immediately to the lead actor, where he will leave a banana once again. Worked very well for him last time, this did. Not waiting around like last time. We'll actually have the snare instead, and we'll just trank him straight up. Should be fine, he will tuck himself next. The wall does swap. Is caught just by the glimpse by the thug there. It's a very unfortunate rip. Very, very unlucky. I'd have to say his arm there sticking out a bit too much. But once more, still very unlucky. And he just waiting around, you know, for the push onto the lead actor this time. Not getting the barber first. We'll just get the lead actor. then move on. Waits for the Thug to stand still. Not enough. As he turns around and very close to that being caught there is Yannini. Very, very close between the pair. But it is Yannini that will pull out his SMG. Buffers his lead actor with the Holy Man next to the Maelstrom, as he will go and grab the Barber next, of course, with the SMG and pistol, bringing Borton off spawn. Won't have the luxury of a trank here to make this grab easier. We'll just have to be careful, as he actually does have a trank. I assume he picks it up from the shoe shop stash, which he originally had. But a piece on the corner, a bit too much, a little bit of whoosh there from the Barber is immediately a rip upon being seen now. 420 might burn another trank here, but no, will actually do a bullet impact, a triple shot even onto the Thug there, as he will turn around, and 420 takes his time to actually swap back into the lead to remove good use of game mechanics there from 420, intentional or not. It did go from an initial distraction, but of course wouldn't have worked due to the Thug being seeing the initial body, then has that knowledge to swap into the triple shot there. Really good use of the game there by 420 indeed, and saved a trank as well for this Barber grab, as he makes his way past the Thugs, picks back up the screwdriver he left near his briefcase. Can't go back in that area with the two Thugs, of course. But it impacts some others as well, it seemed, in that area, as Yannini will safely trank the Barber, knocking out his wife as well. 420 even comes atop of them here with his Taunton in hand. We'll just trank the Barber. We saw him try and do this in his last run after doing the incorrect kill, and he has corrected himself in both measures with the better Barber grab and then the correct kill from Maelstrom, which will come up shortly. Of course, that thrown screwdriver, another addition to that Roulette Freestyle, as indicated. We have elimination, thrown and melee kills. As Yannini swaps into the lead actor here, I'm assuming buffering his Barber disguise by the Maelstrom, as 420 does get the kill onto the Maelstrom. Doesn't swap back into his lead actor, however, which is which has been left by the Maelstrom. So it will be very interesting to see why that is, as Yannini does get the kill, swaps back into his lead actor. Both players are very similar places here. I'm very intrigued to see why, because of course still has that Silence SMG elimination up. You're gonna want that. You're gonna want to do that straight away here, So I'm intrigued to see why. Perhaps he's gonna do it on Darwood, so we'll swap into after getting the Vanya kill. But again, still will be very close timings. So I'm intrigued to see why. Once again, as he will do a throw distraction there onto the Queen's guards, maybe realising now that he hasn't got that lead actor that he would have wanted, maybe. And pops on top of the crate before knocking out both the Queen's guards. Knocks out the one moving around, is not heard by the other, as he can pull out the crowbar he has and knock out the other. Safely done there by 420. Yannini catching up with the shovel, will knock out both again, of course, whereas last Rip Kane was a side kill. Doesn't get it this time, as he does knock out both. They drag the guards around the crate here to avoid being seen by Vanya. Now comes probably the hardest part about this isolation. It's just trying to knock out Rima and co without any issues. 420 in the Queen's Guard disguise. Yannini in the elite actor. Going to do different kills here. Yannini doing the brick in the slums forge is able to get this kill done at first onto Vanya, as he'll put bullets into her back, killing her. 420 now knocks out Rima. Just going to hope to get quick isolations here onto the other two guards, which he does do nicely. We'll do a nice melee KO before throwing a crowbar at the other one's head and putting a bullet into Vanya. We'll do the elimination. Of course, it isn't specified that you don't have to, like the thrown screwdriver. If you were to do it melee, it wouldn't count. You have to do it thrown. But with the generalised, it doesn't matter what one you do. So the pistol is all fine for Yannini. Thrown pistol, the scenes. Did I say thrown pistol? Fuck me. Well, it's half one, I'm already tired. Long day, long day. Um, well, it's interesting up next. 420 has this live lead active kill to do, and he would actually go and take it and grab it now, I would imagine. Yeah. Oh, I didn't say it. Okay. You got me worrying, Infa. You got me worrying. 420 does go back and grab his lead active. It might be a bit tight with Dawood. The pros that Yannini has if he does get this isolation off successfully on the barge is purely the fact that he will be able to exit Tuk Tuk. The luxury that 420 won't have, of course, part of the isolation is knocking him out. Close affair once again, and oh my god, I have buffers. Who could have guessed? The other stream's back. He is just waiting for Dawood to come to the barge here, which he does do. I once again apologise for the buffering. The streak, exactly. We can just about make out what's going on, as Yannini will knock out, but all three bodyguards there just saves him from falling off. Clutch indeed knocks out the other one in the cement block and will then knock out Dawood last, looking out for the food vendor who does not see him. We'll do a bit of distraction, of course, has to get that Queen's Guard, but where is the Queen's Guard disguised for Yannini? Who knows, it could perhaps give 420 way back into it here as he does drop the snail, does bump all the food vendors and Dawood, but some of them, do they escape it? No, they don't. None of them escape it. He can do this kill here, but you have to watch out for that one thug that can come out the door, and we'll see all this go down. So you have to be quick here after getting the exit. Yannini has his pistol, swaps back into the Queen's Guard there. Of course, 420 still has a job to do with the Science SMG elimination kill, as he is trying to find a way to get to Dawood, but Yannini does exit the Tuk Tuk. Unfortunately, one of the bodyguards not getting knocked out for 420 is have to wait for Dawood, who now stands still. The buffer at the end for 420, unfortunate with Dawood. Isolation there, not working in his favour. It is Yannini who will take Mumbai. I'm sure we can see the photo finish window waited out a little bit, but I think Yannini even then had the more restarts indeed. 420, just for the sake of it, will lure Dawood around. I don't know if this will work or not. You have to be very good with it. He will get the kill anyways. It is a gunshot heard, and the result does go Yannini's way. I would assume that is the two thugs on the top. We'll hear that, and we do see Dawood's guard stand there, not actually going near the body, but yeah, the 30 seconds is up. Dawood is found anyway for Yannini, for 420 even. Unfortunate ending there. What could have been very close. Didn't go in 420's favour, as Yannini is now on match point. There is typing, of course, the random map that will come up as our potential final map here. Of course, we can still see a comeback from 420. It's come through, and Berlin will be our next map. Is this our first Berlin we've had? I've got to keep track of the kills. Oh no. It's very similar to that of Mumbai with Berlin, with the fact that Colorado has 4 targets. You do pick 2 kill conditions and 2 disguises per player. This carries on into Berlin and has a similar structure to the 3 target maps, where there is one completely random spin that is spun by the admin. I wonder how Berlin will play. I don't know. In freestyle, you actually have to, you get given the target, so you have to kill Price. Not funny. Okay. Of all targets I can say in that situation, what on earth have I said Price? Of all of them I can say in the situation, why do I choose Price? You have to kill Montgomery with a fool as a technician. In freestyle it's reversed, in it, so you have to kill this. You have to kill Thames with a pistol elimination as the club crew. Scenes. That'd be goated. Yeah, of course, nothing changes with Berlin. It's just 2 disguises and 2 kills are picked. I would play Yannini's audio here if I knew how to make it work. But unfortunately, I don't know what I have to choose here. Odds on the sources being muted. This is my investigation. The sources are muted.
Never miss your mark or question the function, but we made a pact.
Don't know how loud that is in comparison with me.
Do this.
If I turn it down, I can put it to max. I've worked out how to have player audio on Streamlabs. Oh my god.
That boy, he died. He lived.
Oh my god. Can I actually just make it louder? Obviously not. No, I want to make it. I want to put it on max.
What was his name?
Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough for me.
Your name is Subject 6. And what is
Mate, it's a long process.
to take them?
Let's run 420 as well, actually. While I've learned how to do it. This is just killing time. Interact. There it is. Can I just drag across? Oh, do I have to press it? Oh, there you go. Also, why on earth is Yannini got so much better quality than 420? This doesn't seem fair. Let's change this. Oh, why is it on this? Why is it on 720p, bruv? Okay, that's good enough. Doesn't necessarily kill my stream if I use 720p. I actually will. No, I selected 7. No, I want 420. I want that one. I want 480. Hope that holds up. Hopefully it holds up. Of course, Berlin is going to be our potential final map here. 420's back live, perhaps thinking it's only first to 4. But with it only being a single elimination bracket, we decided that it would be first to 6 games. A tough decision. Double elim and first to 4, or single elim or first to 6. We've all thought of first 6. Probably. It's a very base point. It is if I'm up 4-0. Wrap it up as a GG, so you get fucking reverse swept. I actually can't wait for Pajero to lose a 4-0 lead against Infun later on. I'm all for it happening. I cannot wait for it. Of course, the issue is with Berlin. There's what, 9 disguises, including the suit, and you have to pick 4 of them. So the odds of a duplicated disguise here is very high. Likewise, in Colorado, suggesting why this could be taking a bit of time. For the size of Berlin, you'd hope there'd be more disguises. Unfortunately, there isn't. Rip. Let's go change to. Hopefully, it comes through very shortly. What are we hoping for? What do you want to see on Berlin? Florida Man and live kills. I mean, it would be a sick thing to do to choose fiber wire and oh no, is there five? No, there's no fiber wire. Fiber wire and pistol elimination roll spin scenes. Florida Man is 100% gonna get picked. Actually, no, if it isn't Pajero or Fanium. I can't see either. Actually, I could see 420 picking Florida Man doing some crazy shit for him. Here it is. Spin's coming in 1 minute 53. Roll spin, yeah, make it quick. This is the first time seeing Berlin Roulette in ages. I'm going to know after. I've forgotten the agents' names. You have to remember. There you go. You have to use my head. Not something I do often, of course. Price, yep, I'm going to have agent Price. The most base target of them all. If someone kills Price, the scenes would be crazy. Price, okay. You made me laugh. It's fun. You made me laugh. Pidgey, no, Pidgey, Pidgey, you're just mad that you didn't think of it. That's what it is. Pidgey's mad. But yeah, 40 seconds. Let's see if I can remember the strats and the targets. I'm going to see a banner and be like, what on earth is this? They can triple shot the targets? What? I've never seen this. Well, Yannini is well, he hasn't completed any of the F7 FC featured contracts. What? I heard the Dartmoor one was the best one. But yeah, it's been coming in 13 seconds. Genie panicking, getting to the Apex Predator mission story. This is pain, man. It's fine. Had two dupes. Yeah, mate. We thought there would be on Berlin with the fact that there is 9 disguises as our spin does come through. We'll have Drowning as the bartender, Hobby Knife as the biker, Sniper Rifle as Rolf Hirschmüller, SMG DJ, and Fiberwire Delivery Guy. So what's this? 2 live kills. Hobby Knife melee would have been based. I can't lie. Hobby Knife melee would have been based. SMG elimination would have been based. 5 live kills on one. The scenes. Both players loading in. 420 option for that DJ star, of course. The Hobby Knife just to top this booth. Could save a potential loadout slot. As he will just rush. Chamberlain immediately. He's going to get this first kill down very quickly, 420 is. He really is. He's going to chain lure Chamberlain here. And just shoot him in the head. That is a very efficient start there as Yannini spots into the free bartender disguise from the club crew star. It's going to make Swansea, I would imagine, is found trespassing here by Chamberlain, who just runs back around. It's very weird to see that happen. I mean, he could just pop him in the head here. But he's actually going to try and chain him. Immediately found trespassing once more. Another security guard does get up, and it could be red gun still, and yes, it is for 420. Try to take a bit of time there. I can't see. He did. I'm assuming Yannini did get that drown kill off right away. Swaps back into the delivery guy, and we'll do a chain lure here for Lowenfall. I think that's Lowenfall. Is that Lowenfall? It seems like that's Lowenfall. He does hit the briefcase eventually. We'll call it in as 420 is going to do this crowbar chain lure once more onto chain and trying to get that first kill done very quickly as Yannini will for the chain lure. Lowenfall will come to the stair area here. He will shut the door and we'll fiber one gross him, and that is 2 very quick kills. Oh no, that's 1 kill down for Yannini. I thought it was. I forgot the ICA agent It said ICA agent. I thought it just said eliminate 5 agents, so therefore I thought it was 1 out of 5 already. But no, it's 2 out of 5. It's 1 out of 5 now. If that makes sense, I don't know. But 420 also has 1 kill down each. 420 has SMG as a DJ. Yannini has a Firewire as a delivery guy. Both players starting from different locations and working in different ways here. Yannini will swap into the biker, picking up the free hobby knife here on the map as 420 does knock out Rolf Hirschman. We'll swap into his clothes. It'll be interesting to see here if he does knock out the 2 bikers in here or not, and he won't. Does get clipped by cameras, but won't be much of an issue. There is a box right in here, and he has the Seeger 300, and he will actually do a triple shot onto Thames here. Banner. That's not Thames, man. That's not Thames. It's Banner. From by the DJ booth here. Should be fine, as he will go just next to the security room here. He has his Seeger Viper, and we'll just shoot the camera box. No extended legal or action or anything there for 420, as he does take it out. Banner is yet to move, and as we speak, actually Montgomery's coming down the stairs, so could get a cheeky 2-on-1. But as we speak, the 2 bikers do come out. Seeing the guns left on the floor, not what 420 would have wanted here. Does add a bit of time as Banner's also running down the stairs with the door busted open. Montgomery could perhaps get distracted by the panic as well. Not what he would have wanted. Of course, there will be instant combat here for Yannini. For 420, if this something were to go wrong here. 420, immediate combat from Banner there, still in that triple shot range, and that combat is immediately passed on to Banner's, to Montgomery's counterparts. That is a restart there for 420. He does get that drown kill as the bartender's down, swaps back into the biker there. We'll throw the hobby knife. And actually just silent attack there onto Thames, just that 2 tights left. SMG is the DJ and sniper rifle as the Rolf Hirschmiller. I think that was 420's main focus. I don't think he realized he maybe could have knocked out Banner beforehand. I just wanted to get rid of the 1 guard that would have been the issue, but unfortunately it was too much as 420 got trespassing. But to actually get Chamberlain to move higher up here as he will just get a quick kill down. We could see him this time actually just not worry about anything, and picks up both weapons here this time to try and counter. And I think being spotted and being picked up, etc., etc., as he does high Chamberlain's body, but Yannini is a really big advantage at the moment. Not getting Rolf just yet, as he does distractions here for Chamberlain. Actually won't bother with the distractions, just knocking out both security guards. Picks back up his micro audio distraction there, I would imagine. Shoots the camera box, and will now go and grab his Rolf disguise, I would imagine. No, he will actually go grab a DJ next. Knocks out the 2 in the booth. He knocks out number 1. Actually went opt with knocking out both. Doesn't matter if you knock out both or not really. And he will now do a triple shot onto Banner to get him down outside the DJ booth. So yeah, he's made really good progress here. Has Yannini. You know, he's gonna have that 1 kill. Rolf very simple to get in a minute. Has his green guns back as well. I mean, look, this is very good, efficient run here for Yannini. I like 420's method and choice here. I think it would be close if they were to both get their runs off at the same time. But yeah, Yannini's doing a real good job, real good stuff here, as he's just doing a distraction now for Rolf. Distracting the bikers, distracting Rolf himself. It's just going to be a simple sniper shot onto Banner as he comes down, does knock out Rolf, and that's a very interesting decision there. To do it right where he did, but it is fine. He has that 1 biker distracted, knocks him out, and the other one looking down in this chair, he will knock out. So everything dealt with for Yannini here, just has to get Banner down, who hasn't come down yet. He's still up on the bridge. Now this could be very dangerous here. If they both come, if he decides to come down with Montgomery, and angry mouth shakes suggests that it was not the intended outcome for Yannini. And obviously it isn't. The Pajero GG curse is back, ladies and gentlemen. We have something to blame it on, as Yannini will actually have. Yeah, that's Montgomery's guard down. So I mean, yeah, I mean, it's very interesting. He can't do anything about this. He really can't. If he goes back into that bubble, it's instant combat. Montgomery and Banner still isolated up here, so you have to just be patient here, wait for the panic to wear off. And I think that's what you have to do here. He has the time advantage over 420 100%, and yeah, the panic does turn off. He goes back when the force status will knock him out. 420 now has Yannini even has. Oh, different disguise, and no come back. Okay, I forgot what disguise he did it in, quite frankly, because memory of goldfish. We'll try and do this triple once more. Unfortunately, for him not working yet, as he will say this time to box Montgomery's guard. This is where you don't want both to come down at once. You know, you just want one to deal with, and they're both running, and they're both coming down, and this could perhaps be a bit dangerous for Yannini, but with both being targets, he should all be fine here, as he will place down a sniper. Banner running down as 420 does get the sniper kill off on to Montgomery. Does now do a bullet impact onto one of the bikers there, I think that is. As Banner does see the knocked out DJ. Is combat is dangerous, and another guard comes down. Another security panics from the upstairs area. That is a restart there for Yannini. Gives 420 a pathway back into it here, but he's got his own hole to get out of here, as he's got two panicked bikers on the stairs, and they're both coming down. Now you have to have some very good luck go his way here. This guy do try and do distractions. There's something to stop him, but of course another bullet shot will trip it, will bullet impact them even, as it does give him time to, again, 420 really does utilise this triple shot well. He really does do it very well, as he will use it to his advantage once more, dragging Montgomery's body into the security room here. The way he uses that triple shot, we've seen it, we saw it on was it Bangkok or was it Mumbai? Bangkok to I forgot what he did on Bangkok to do it, but he used it on Bangkok, and he's used it again on Berlin here, just to give him more time, and it's really worked in his favour here, as he will knock out the others in the security room. He has to hope the bikers don't panic their way down to this area. They shouldn't, but yeah. Should we find the one issue is if their panic wears off and there is guns left over down here, that's where the danger could be spilled. Berlin living up to his high standards once more. As 420 is actually going to try and knock out this pair here. Be interesting to see how this will work out for him, as they're still panicked. Fortunately, it hasn't spread to the two security just yet in front of Rolf's office. I think it's something you're going to have to forget about, but no, they see the guns. The one issue I was talking about, it caused 420's first rip, leaving the guns out. They got to pick them up, they got to take it to that security room. That's what the rip came through for 420 there. Really, really unfortunate stuff there. Make sure you clean up after yourselves. And yeah, unfortunate stuff indeed for 420. Gives you the lead, swaps back to Yannini here, who is getting his second kill down. He's done the 5-wire as the delivery guy, and now has done the hobby knife as the biker. 420's got a lovely shotgun on here, and we could see him switch it up. No, we'll change the location of his sniper rifle here. Perhaps suggesting that he's just going to do the one kill down here, then go up and do the rest of the kills up. In the Ravon area, in the bike garage. And you're going to try and fuss around with the Montgomery kills down here. We'll just do the Chamberlain one here, and then not worry about anything else. It does make sense. It does make sense after the two rips he's had. Just be able to deal with Chamberlain's body and not worry about anything else. But of course, you're going to have to account for the two bikers in Rolf's office going back up, you know, to the biker garage. Yannini does get that drown kill onto Swan for the second time. Just needs that SMG DJ kill, the sniper rifle. It was the Rolf kill. 420 does get the SMG as the DJ onto Chamberlain. Picks up the SMG and the bomb and that, as he will be caught by one of the security guards in front of Rolf's office. My one guess is they heard the combat when 420 pointing his SMG at Chamberlain. That's my one guess, but of course, as soon as he got seen with a loud explosive in his hand as a DJ, that's when the comeback came from. So could have now actually just try and fully chain load him around, not try and get the trespassing to move him up, and that's what he will do here. Try and get it, but he can't, so we have to resort to this trespassing once more. Moves all the way around this box here. Gets the kill off. The two security don't get distracted this time. Yannini will once more knock out Chamberlain in the security room along with the two others. Perhaps like 420 can incorporate into his run if he has the time to do so. Yannini will shoot the camera box as well. Stops into the security, leaving his bartender there. We will do this here. And actually does successfully get off the banner though this time. So, I mean, he's in a very good situation here. He can come out after grabbing the DJ and immediately kill Banner. Go and get Rolf and snipe Chamberlain. You know he can do this if he wanted. That's what he will do here. Shuts the door behind him. We'll knock out both DJs this time. We'll knock out the pair of them. Swapping into the DJ. Checks around for anyone else that could potentially come down here. As he will put a few bullets into Banner's head. Immediately box him. Just that Chamberlain kill left and a very simple Rolf grab to do. Can just be a simple was a bit of distraction here by the crate, and he will do what he did last time to fully clear out this room using the baseball bat and 2 bullet distraction shots, and when it works in his favour, as he will knock out Rolf. Was swap into his disguise before knocking out both bikers. Yannini is done, but he's dealt with this very well. His strat works this time around, you know, with the fact that he's able to have Banner come down straight away. And it's just now the vacuum's gone off. Of course it has. Of course it has. Like, why wouldn't it go off right now? I have to talk louder. I'm sorry if you can hear this. As Yannini does get that final kill down. This is amusing. This is amusing. As Yannini does get that final kill down. 5 minutes 23 on the clock. Does exit this time. Pajero, you can now say GG's as a 6-0 sweep. For Yannini, fortunate restart to 420 as that is what unfortunately led to his rips at the end, you know, with Rolf being an issue downstairs, the two bikers seeing guns and the bullet impacts and the bullet panics and everything else. Unfortunately didn't go as well. It is a 6-0 to Yannini, and when you look at the brackets now, would have been updated. Oh, they are updated. Oh my god, everyone's on it. It is myself versus Yannini, which is scheduled along with all the other games. Ah, I've ruined it. Do I have to... so I refresh this. Oh, this is the upcoming link. Oh my god, is it? Do I not have the right link in there at all? Oh my god, I can't actually copy this link. This is actually frustrating me. Oh my god, I keep selecting him for fun's name. Yeah, I got it. Finally. Woo! We can look at the upcoming games. Is that them? Here we are. 2 games left today as of at the moment. Of course, these games are in my time. You add 1 on them for CET. So at 7 PM CET, it is Pajero vs Infun. 21 CET has Fanian vs Blythe. Yannini, while you're here, do you want to just put ourselves in the middle of it? Play at 20 CET. As we can see with the brackets, that is the final round 1 game. All of round 2 has been decided. With Mika sweeping Yoshi, we have Pajero versus Infun. Fanian vs Blythe and myself versus Yannini. All them games will be taking place today. Yannini's agreed. Woohoo, we've done it. Tight schedule at the end of the day, but it feels like RRWC all over again. It really does. What's a single Elam bracket and we're going to have all... Oh, Infun ain't happy with it. That's on this game. I mean, look, if Yannini's free tomorrow, I'm more than happy with doing it. But we'll sort it out in DMs afterwards. Thank you, everyone. For coming, congratulations for Yannini for winning commiserations for 20. Of course, Canetta did a great job of admin. So was nervous on his first time, and he did it well, and he gave us some great spins. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll see everyone soon for more Roulette Freestyle Remix. Bye bye.